Hi guys, so today we are going to talk about the art of negotiation and why mastering no is gold. We are drawn to get yeses at all costs, as if no's were deadly. And in our mind, no is negative in essence. We think about rejection, we feel the fear of hearing it, especially for INFJ and empaths, saying no might be difficult for fear of displeasing or disappointing and being more aloof than we already think we are. So really, we have forgotten the true value and meaning of no for the dictatorship of yes. But for a good negotiator and good communication, no is pure gold. And if you want to know why and how dealing with no will make a huge impact in your life, please stay tuned until the very end, where I will give you a striking example of an unexpected consequence resulting from ignoring no. If you like the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. So here's the thing. Yes is in reality often a meaningless answer that hides deeper objection. And the objection is usually some form of annoyance. Yes is the opportunity to get rid of annoying people or requests. We are presenting on a daily basis with so many demands to buy, to hear, to listen, to agree. We say yes, just to have a fleeting moment of peace of mind maybe. People are so used to having no taken away from them that they say yes as a matter of convention, of politeness, as small talk devoid of real commitment. Seeking a yes at all costs will never bring a good negotiator closer to his or her goal. It may even make the other party angry because she or he has been feel put into a corner to say something they didn't really want to say. Let's shift perception together a minute. Parents of a teenager, they will know that they often start a conversation with a no to be able to say yes a little bit further down the road with some conditions. So let's consider together that no is really the beginning of the negotiation and not its end. We have been conditioned to fear the word no, but really it represents more a feeling than a statement. No rarely means, oh, I have considered all the facts and come to the conclusion or decided on this rational decision. No. On the contrary, no means the choice to maintain, often temporarily, the status quo. To really get a breather before something stressful like a change happens. No is a will from the other person to preserve some protection, and as such, no less the foundation for negotiation in a collaborative and constructive environment. Social pressure urges us to be kind, polite and caring, whatever that means, at any moment in time. Friendliness serves to oil the social machinery, but it can be seen as a trick, and more often than not it is. How many times have you had the impression that you've been taken for a ride by an overly friendly salesperson and get out really annoyed of the whole experience? Asking questions from the no side is so much more effective because it is about persuading the other person from his or her perspective, which changes everything because it addresses his or her most basic desires and needs. We cannot control or manage the decision of others with compromise and logic, but we can influence them by inhabiting their world, sensing and hearing what they want. What motivates a decision is based on emotion rather than logic. Often it is even unconscious. No matter how rationalized a decision might appear, there is an underlying emotions. And for INFJ and empaths, no is gold because we are masters at understanding and sensing others' emotions, provided we don't let ourselves trapped into the yes pressure, this overwhelming need to appear nice. All the motivation you need is right behind a no. They need for security and control. And before giving you a yes, people need to be reassured that their need for security and control will be met, so that the negotiation is really about to discover and satisfy the conditions for that security in order to get the only yes that counts, the one of collaboration and commitment, the one that will be followed by action. For you, no gives you the opportunity to go into details and progress the conversation, to give the other person the space to come to the conclusion that the suggested change is actually more beneficial than the status quo. So as a summary, for a good negotiator and good negotiation, no is pure gold. No offers the best opportunity for you and the other party to clarify what you really want by eliminating what you don't want. It is very important to hear the no calmly and let the other person know that it's okay to say no. So, 1. People need to say no. Don't wait for it anxiously and make them say it from the start. 2nd, look for the motives of the no by letting the person express themselves and asking questions. It's all about listening and asking. 3rd, don't give answers. Give a name, a label to the emotion they express so they can get to the conclusion themselves. Never force them down the throat any decision you want them to come. Just explain them through the perception. In conclusion, both sides need to be heard in any negotiation without preconceived judgment. And if you substitute your judgment from the get-go, you are setting yourself for failure and you will miss opportunities. So do not judge the no of anybody before discovering what's behind. And what's behind really the need for security and control, as we mentioned. All points of view need to be considered and understood, not necessarily agreed upon. That is the very definition of democracy, and whenever a point of view is cancelled, then there is dictatorship. You cannot reach success when only one-sided view is imposed on another. We've all witnessed recently the utter collapse of a one point of view enforced for over 20 years over a population. Unfortunately, the same scenario is repeating over and over with the same disastrous results, and we can see it on a collective and on many levels. But I think that everything that does not account for no and seek the yes and submission is doomed to fail. What do you think? Please leave me a comment, put a thumbs up to this video if you like it, and consider subscribe to that channel. Before next time, I wish you well. Bye.